All right, everybody, let's start from. Yes, here we go. Welcome to the channel, Frank Valkyria. Here I am again for the second part of the first part that we were supposed to be. What am I trying to say? Ah, yes, I'm trying to say that we were supposed to do this some time ago, but then happens. Then you forget. Then you're reminded. Anyway, what matters the most is that today we are here together again for La Grasa de la Capitales. So here we are, second part. Why am I so weird? Why?
Esta oscuridad, esta noche de perros, esta soledad.
Wow, this started right away like Genesis. Like, I love the very the reverbed voice like that, and the bass it reminds me a little bit the sound that the Eagles had on those early albums.
Que pronto te va a matar.
Just to name one band. Bad.
Vas perdido entre las calles que solías andar. Vas herido como un pájaro en el mar.
Nice bass, man.
Puede ser que estés muy, muy lejos de justo en el lugar que nació tu corazón. Ya te
I
veré.
like that there's a synth and a piano doing the same notes underneath. And beautiful that intertwining of harmonies with those new voices, which they just appeared. Very nice song. Wow. I'm already happy I'm doing this, checking it out, the second part. So anyway, lyrics. Esta oscuridad, esta noche de perros, esta soledad, que pronto te va a matar. Vas perdido entre las calles que solías andar. Vas herido como un pájaro en el mar, sangre. Puede ser, puede ser que estés muy, muy lejos de tu casa, justo en el lugar que nació tu corazón. Ya te veo entrar los autos pidiendo perdón. Mi mirada tiene tu dolor, hombre. Wow. I understand actually a lot. Obviously, I understand Spanish a lot because it's more similar.
Entre los autos pidiendo perdón.
Oh, I love that. Pidiendo perdón. I want to hear that again.
Los autos pidiendo perdón.
Nice.
Mi mirada tiene todo tu dolor. Oh, hombre. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na.
Oh, sorry.
Na, 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 na.
like this song, man. I don't want to say it's one of my favorite of the album, because honest to God, I don't remember the other songs very much now because I haven't listened to it through it again. Probably I should. Wow, nice. What a nice song. There's a little bit of this jazzy, more jazzy. Also a little bit more soul, kind of, mixture of the two. And I love also the sort of, you can feel towards the 80s type of synth, kind of sound, which is sifting through here and there, also in the voice. Quite awesome, I have to say. This song is, again, another time we are saying always the same thing. The obvious, if this was in English, would have been another of the classics, in my opinion.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. La, 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 la,
Oh, yes, this is good. A little bit of Thin Lizzy, a little bit of Gary Moore going on also. Yes. Oh, we're going all progressive here. Like also on this break, all of a sudden we are getting Yes vibe. Yes the band, the progressive rock band. Ooh, wow, what a tune! I'm really liking this a lot. Wow. Definitely. We go progressive here, like you. Wow. What song am I thinking? Oh, actually, I'm also like there is also a little bit of King Crimson in here. Wow. Even Pink Floyd. Wow. Amazing. Awesome can be used for a song such as this one. In my opinion, at least. Wow. Alright guys, we gotta keep going here. Noche de Perros. Whoo! That was hot. Really enjoyed it. God damn it, that was good. New lyrics, let's go. Los sobrevivientes.
Estamos ciegos de ver y sin embargo las campanas como iglesias que se acercan desde el sur.
Oh man, I really love this passage. Like, vibramos como las campanas, como las iglesias que se acercan desde el sur. Wow, the way he did the cadence on the metric, the vocal metric, was pretty awesome. Anyway, let's go from estamos ciegos de ver, cansados de tanto andar, estamos hartos de huir en la ciudad, nunca tendremos raíz, nunca tendremos hogar. Y sin embargo, ya ves, somos de asá. Vibramos como la campana. Yes.
Como vestidos negros que se quieren desvestir. Yo siempre te he llevado bajo mi bufanda azul. Por las calles como Cristo a la cruz. Por las calles como Cristo a la cruz.
So funny, this very high falsetto, like almost whispering the last phrase, por las calles como Cristo a la cruz. Like around the streets like Jesus and the cross, with the cross, on the cross. I don't know. It's funny because in those songs I get much more the late 70s prog rock, and I'm of course a great fan of it. Yeah, I mean, I'm just surprised that this stuff is not known more, because it's really high quality, and just in whatever country, in whatever, doesn't matter. Like, this is really holds its own with the type of musicians in this niche or in this type of genre of the time. So, wow. This part reminds me a little bit of 8-bit music you had in games in the 90s, for some reason. It's like I'm just listening a little bit of some kind of Final Fantasy VI or something like that. Wow. You know what? Actually, this thing is making me want to do a reaction also on Yes, some of the songs that I love. Maybe we should start a chapter of doing also songs that are part of my favorite, because, those are the songs that I grew up. Should do that too. Anyway, let's go. Paranoia y Soledad. No paranoia.
This is not juggling.
No soledad.
This is called misdirection.
Yes, okay. Yes. This already looks like lo-fi chill. Very short lyrics. Beautiful beginning. It reminds me of some of my favorite Japanese composer, piano composer like Joe Hisaishi, Ryuichi Sakamoto. I don't know if you know them. If you don't, oh, good mother of the universe, huh? You're still here. You still didn't go and check Ryuichi Sakamoto or Joe Hisaishi? Huh? Unbelievable. So jazzy, huh? Yummy. Man, that drum just building up the mood. Bomb. The contrabass steps in. Yes. It's like 70s jazz. Man, I'm getting all flash. Like this stuff makes me want to write another freaking novel. That's how it is. All of a sudden I'm getting these Japanese vibes. Maybe because I listen to too much of that. I watch too many Japanese movies. I read too many Japanese authors. All of a sudden, I'm Murakami and I want to write another book. Love it. Yes. I liked it. That pause. And I love also that it comes cuánto tiempo más? How much time still? How much time more? And we got that pause. Feels like Almas is teasing us. Perfectly balanced. Perfectly timed. Dude, I'm gonna say something that is gonna sound crazy. You know, Charlie is not known to have like who knows what kind of most beautiful voice or whatever. In my opinion, he gets the job done. Awesome. And I tell you another thing. I would love to learn how to sing with the freedom and the way he just creates those metrics, you know, those vocal metrics on the song. Totally original. I love it. As a singer myself, I see that I have, of course, my own habits and limitation in the way you sing on top of songs. And I always say this: guys, which they're or girls, which they're multi instrumentalists, people which they really know how to, music works. They tend to always come up with more original ways of creating vocal lines, and I super appreciate that, and I'm inspired by it. So I'm like, wow, I gotta figure out a way to learn how to phrase better, like he does. Amazing.
Despertar aquí es como morirse con la propia destrucción.
Yes. Oh, it reminds me a little bit of Supertramp. Like this guy is awesome, man. I don't know. Is it Charlie singing here? Look, sounds like. Nice. It's like going down. Oh, yes.
¿Y qué es lo que hay que hacer para evitar enloquecer? No pensar que es o que se ha sido y no volverlo a pensar.
Wow, this tune is hypnotic and also very improvisational. Literally just two verses and two choruses made of this. Brilliant. Go down, go down, go down. We get the explosion. What do we got here with this crescendo of the drum, huh? Oh man, this was good. This was good.
El fin de una comedia americana, un jardín, dos que se aman, música para violín, luz de gas cielo es tan azul pintado, la ciudad, un decorado, vidrio, cartón y acerrín. Ya se dirán desilusiones como el primer amor. Hollywood está desierto, tengo que volver al sol.
There's really this 70s robotic, 80s robotic synth underneath his voice that is just shooting up so thin in falsetto. Yeah, and I seem to hear also a little bit of guitar. I don't know if it's acoustic or was electrified.
¿Quién
Or piano.
tu corazón de marquesina, tu vejez, estrella en ruinas, rubia paseando el Rolls Royce? Es el fin del infinito en Cinerama, es el fin de este programa, tiempo de meditación.
This part with all those voices in choir reminds me more of Yes, especially this part. Very high.
Ya se dirán desilusiones como el primer amor. Hollywood está desierto, tengo que volver al sol.
I love also these sounds started to bounce off each other. This synth starting to create almost makes you almost lose equilibrium for a second. I like what he says. Hollywood está desierto, tengo que volver al sol.
Adiós, adiós. París, New York. Es la tierra en que naciste, tus películas no existen.
Oh, that's so super strong, but I love it. Tu películas no existen. It's awesome. Adiós, adiós, París, New York. Ves la tierra en que naciste, so vos. Tus películas no existes. Adiós. Yeah. Personally, in some songs I don't like all the solutions instrumentally, especially when they seem more dissonant or whatever. But of course, it's part of being progressive. So in that respect, I get it totally. But there are always parts in every song that I heard that I'm like, oh yes. So then it makes you go back on your own word and understanding that this part, for instance, this part right here that is playing, I enjoy it so much also because it's building up with those other weird poses which somehow enhances this solution into the song. So I hope you're getting what I'm trying to say. the two guitars, and then that synth going one octave higher, it seems, doing the same solo, and the contrabass bam. It feels almost like when you have a coitus interrupto, like when you're almost there, and then you squeeze, no, and then you go again, almost there, you squeeze, and you slow down, and you're almost there. Some of you understood what I'm talking about. Tengo que volver a sol. That's what I tell myself all the time when I look outside the window here in the Netherlands. Yes. Wow. There was time well spent. 100%. That was really time well spent. So glad I managed to do this other part of the reaction. This was truly a pleasure to discover and just listen to the whole album. So guys, thank you so much again for suggesting. If you want to see more, well, now we did one album, we'll see what's going on. This whole album review take time to do, as you've noticed. And anyway, I'll see you later. Go subscribe, hit the notification bell, watch another video, do something. It's all free. And when it's not free, you can buy me a coffee on Buy Me a Coffee. Here, let's get it's this. Buy me a coffee. You can support the page, or you can look into Patreon. We'll see how it works. We'll find a way to make some dough. Huh? Ciao.